Yo,
Yes, sir.
I need a smartphone with clean Android and best software.
So what about Motorola phones?
What does it have?
Well, it has Pantone validated camera and Pantone validated display, 1.5K, 144Hz, curved display, 50 megapixel camera with AI enhancement, 50 watt wireless charging, Snapdragon 7.
Whoa. What's the X factor here?
All of this for just 31,999.
What?
So today we have the new Motorola Edge 50 Pro in the house, and the question that has to be asked is, does this Pantone really improve the camera? Plus, we read your comments on the Motorola video, and a major feedback from the Team TW community has been updates. So we use the Moto Edge 50 Pro for 2 to 3 days now, and we have lots of interesting things to show. Let's go. But before we begin, here's what you get in the box. Like when you open the box, the first thing that you get is fragrance. I think because of the cardboard and all eco-friendly materials. And then you get the phone, a case, some paperwork, 125 watt fast charger, Type-C to Type-C cable and SIM ejector tool. Everything you need is inside the box in an eco-friendly way. The fruit company should take notes from this unboxing. Now, before we get to the main highlight camera, there are 3 interesting things to talk about this phone. Starting off with the build and design, the moment you pick up the phone, the silicone vegan leather finish, the metal frame, the weight feels lighter, plus this lavender color here adds this freshness to the overall look and feel of the phone. Credit where due, I feel over the years Motorola has gotten better with the design and looks of their phone. A couple of years ago, the phones were bulky, but now they look and feel really premium. In terms of display, you get a very curved display here. It has 2000 nits of peak brightness, and in our testing, we got almost 2000 nits. Like, I was watching the Bard of Blood series on Netflix, and see here the colors are very vibrant, the brightness, sharpness looks good, and I enjoyed watching the series. Recommended. And these days, Delhi heat is back, so my test has been, can you view the display outside in harsh sunlight? And as you can see, it is pretty fine and visible. Also, you get an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is fast. The speakers on this phone are surprisingly very loud. Like, listen. Like, the bass is really good, and we found an interesting thing here. If you swipe down here, you see Dolby Atmos, and now you get 2 options, spatial audio and smart audio. So while watching content with earphones on, and if I turn on spatial audio, the audio sounds as if you're watching the content in like a big cinema hall. The Motorola Edge 50 Pro comes with the latest Android 14 out of the box, running on the new Hello UI instead of My UX. The software here, being stock Android, feels very minimal and vibrant at the same time. Like, if you see this booting animation, it looks very interesting. The settings page with new fonts also looks minimal, and there are a couple of new features here. Like, see in wallpapers, you get this style sync option with AI generative theming, which can generate wallpaper from the outfit you're wearing. So I'm selecting this photo, and based on the outfit, it suggests like 3 to 4 wallpapers with different patterns in the outfit color. Also, now in the home and lock screen settings, you get the option of changing the look of the control center, and now it feels very similar to some other UI, but I find this implementation to be the best as it adapts with Android's Material You theme. And here's a really cool feature called Quick Launch. So now I can go to settings and set an action, like I select YouTube, and now if I double tap on the back of the phone, see, the YouTube app opens. So handy. And in terms of software updates, you get 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security update. Now we'll come to the whole update situation at the end of the video. In terms of performance, you get the all-new Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor here, 12GB RAM, 256GB storage. Now you'll be like, what is this Snapdragon 7 Gen 3? Is it an upgrade from 7 Gen 2 or 7 Plus Gen 2 or some other chip? So in simple words, the 7 Gen 3 is an upgrade over the 7 Gen 1 chip. We ran the AnTuTu benchmark here, which gives an overall score to the phone's CPU, RAM, etc. And it scored somewhere around 8.5 lakhs or 8.4 lakhs. We also ran the CPU throttling test, and the graph here is mostly green, so it can handle heat and stress. But enough of this benchmarking stuff. How does it perform in real life day-to-day performance? So we recently did a TechVisor logo design contest on Twitter, hashtag logo wali holi, and there were a lot of entries. So I was on a video call with Shobik on WhatsApp and opened up Twitter and Slack in split screen for shortlisting the winning logo, and this whole task process is actually quite heavy. Like, there are 3 apps running at the same time, and it was able to handle it without any issues. And we also played games like COD Warzone, and it can run it in high graphic settings in 60 FPS, and the gameplay was smooth. But after playing for like 40 minutes, the phone does get warm, and this is pretty normal, and also because COD Warzone game is not optimized enough yet. We also played Call of Duty as well in high graphics. I was getting around 120 FPS, and there was no heating, and the gameplay was pretty smooth. Finally, the cameras. You get a 50 megapixel Pantone validated main camera with OIS, 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, which is also a macro camera, 10 megapixel 3x telephoto camera with 30x hybrid zoom. What is this Pantone validated, and how exactly it will work on a camera? So in simple words, Pantone is a very big library of colors, and here in the camera, it will try to keep the colors and skin tone as it is, how it looks in the real real life while clicking the picture. In very simple words, natural colors. But that is theory. How are photos in real life? How are photos in outdoor conditions? Well, in daylight, the camera takes good pictures. Like the photos have good colors. Like if you see this image, it's looking very good. And if you see my skin tone, it looks exactly the way it was in real life. And if you zoom in a bit, see the pictures are sharp, has good amount of details. Also, if you see in this image, the color of the sky looks exactly how it was in real life. And it has also gotten the skin tone pretty accurate. Even in low light pictures, nighttime, it does a good job. The light control, colors and the skin tones are right. There's no noise in the photo. Even in this photo, see if you zoom in a bit, the logo is visible, the photo is sharp. In videos, you can shoot in 4K 30 FPS, and while the video looks good, if you notice, there is a bit of frame drop. Then again, we turn on the AI adaptive stabilization. The stabilization is okayish. However, we observe that the focusing on the flowers coming in the way is pretty fast. And not just that, you can also shoot videos in HDR10+. Also on the front, you get a 50 megapixel autofocus selfie camera, and see, I can tap at places and focus here and there. Plus, 2024, finally, 4K video recording, much appreciated. And indoors and outdoors, the selfies look good. So overall, for first impression, it feels like the colors are closer to natural, especially the skin tone is very close to natural. So that Pantone thing is working for them. Now, before you get to the conclusion, you get a 4500 mAh battery. In my short usage on a single charge while playing games for longer times and clicking pictures and all of that, it easily lasted me one full day, about 20 to 30% battery still left. And to top it off, you get a 125 watt fast charging, so it can do 100% in about 20 minutes. And you also get 50 watt of fast wireless turbo charging. In fact, there's also IP68 water resistance. So it's good to see that those premium features which are present on H40 are still here. So what's the conclusion here? Did Motorola get it right this time? I would say for the most part, yes. Like this time they have improved the camera quite a lot. Like the colors are very good. It can shoot 4K videos from front and back, has a very good display and speakers. The software from visual aspect has become even better with the Hello UI, and the overall build, look and feel is also good. But the biggest thing here to look out would be software updates, because in this aspect, if you see, there are some Motorola phones which still haven't received the Android 14 update that was promised. I think the hardware of the phone is really good. I hope the update situation improves with this Motorola H50 Pro. Now the 8 plus 256GB variant starts at 31,999. You get 2000 card discount, and there is also a 2K introductory offer. So the net effective price will be 27,999. And then there are 3 color options. Personally, I like this lavender color. So let us know, what do you think about the Motorola H50 Pro, and do you guys want a full review of this phone, or do you want us to compare it with another phone? On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.